That is your Pacific Blue right there. Hey everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have a hot off the presses iPhone 12 Pro. This is the release date. I went down to the Apple store first thing in the morning, picked it up, and as you can see, this is the Pacific Blue, the new color. You can actually tell from the box which one it is because it's actually blue. It's kind of dark, but yeah, so they could tell just by the color which model was mine because they brought out a whole bunch from the back together and they said, oh, that's the blue one, that's for this guy. So anyway, you can see here, this is the 256 gigabyte version. And here's the big surprise. So you notice how small the box is compared to normal. So normal iPhone box is like this tall. In this case, it's a lot slimmer because there is no power supply. So actually not only the power adapter is sold separately, but the headphones are also sold separately. So I guess that's kind of green, but I don't know about you, but I go through headphones like triple the speed of my iPhone, so having a free one included was actually good. So this is the Hong Kong edition, so as you can see it's written in Chinese and in English, and the one that they sell here is CDMA, GSM, UMTS, LTE, and 5G. So, you know, not all 5Gs are equal, but the 5G that they have out here at least. Cellular technologies, dual SIM, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NCF, GPS, etc., etc. So yes, this is the dual SIM one. My favorite dual SIM. I've done all the dual SIM models because they actually sell them here. You should get one if you can. They're awesome. So anyway, let's give this guy an unboxing. And so unlike previous ones, since I got it at the store and they actually asked me, I said, don't do anything. Don't even open it. So this one is completely virgin, whereas previous years they force you to open it. So okay, let's not even take the plastic off. There we go. Ooh, looks so good. That is your Pacific Blue right there. So here we go. It is the same camera configuration, at least on the surface, that you see on the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And here we go. Okay, there we go. So we do still have the cable, and this one is the USB-C one. And this is a little bit tricky. So you don't get the power supply, but they give you the Thunderbolt to Lightning cable. In other words, the USB-C connector cable. You probably have tons of extra USB-A power supplies from your previous iPhones, etc. But unless you have an 11, you don't have one with this plug. So you actually have to go out and get one. That's actually kind of wasteful then. They should have, well, I guess you could get an adapter, but still. Yeah, but because of the transfer speeds and the higher power, they want you to have the USB-C connector to charge this guy faster. So anyway, so you got that, and then you have the little packet, and here's our packet of information with the SIM tool, and I don't know if they still, yeah, they still give you a sticker. That's great. Okay, and obviously all the warranty and safety information, yada, 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 designed in California by Apple, made in China by Foxconn still. And here we are. Now this screen protector, I don't know if this is trying to be green or something, but it's still plasticky, but it's not clear. And then they tell you, okay, I guess in lieu of an instruction manual or whatever, they're just telling you basically power here, silent mode, and then volume up and down. So it's basically the exact same as the other phones, you know, iPhone 11, iPhone 10, etc. And here we see the side. There is our SIM card slot. It should be dual. And our 5G antenna around the side. So I actually like this. This is reminiscent of the iPhone 5, you know, the squared this way but rounded this way edge. And it's way better in my opinion because there's less chance of, if you're holding it, that your fingers are going to accidentally touch the screen, because you know they have this like zero edge screen, and if it's rounded and you're holding it like this, you're actually touching the screen. So this one's a little bit better because I can now kind of catch my fingers on the edge and keep it on the side and hopefully touch the screen less, because that was actually a big hassle for me. So okay, let's take a look under here, and here's our single port. So again, no headphone jack, and also if you wanted to use wired headphones, you can't charge at the same time unless you get one of those adapters. Here's our speaker ports, etc. Let's peel this guy off. Very nice. I'm going to save that. You can see at the top you have your front-facing camera, and there should be an emitter there for like the infrared for the Face ID scanning. And so yeah, let's see if it powers on. There we go. And so this should have the OLED screen as well. So it should be a little bit nicer than the previous ones. Darker darks. Okay, and as always, this should be pretty standard. So let's pick English. Let's just say we're in the United States, even though we're not. Let's do manual. Pick our network. Then it has to actually activate the phone. Previous phones, you had to put a SIM card in to activate it. Let's see if that's required. So let's skip the Face ID. Set up a password. Good old 123456. Use anyway. So you get light mode and dark mode. I'm still a fan of light. I don't know about you guys. Display zoom in case you're hard of sight. And here we go. So yeah, here you go. Not too bad. Let's take a look. So obviously they want you to do two-factor authentication. I skipped so many steps. They want you to keep going on that one. Let's just do general and look at the software, etc. Okay, so here you can see this is iOS 14.1 on a iPhone 12 Pro, and it even tells you when your warranty is going to expire. And the capacity 256. What is available after the iOS software itself, because I haven't touched anything else, is about whatever 14 gigabytes less. So yeah. So yeah, there you go. You didn't actually have to put a SIM card in to activate it. That's always good to know. And here we are, all kinds of interesting stuff. Oh, that's cool. App library. And one thing I haven't noticed before, at least on my iPhone 11, is if you go one more, there's this app library, which I guess automatically groups your apps. Okay, so one more thing. Let's just take a look at the camera. And they ask to use your location, so I never actually do that. Quick take video. Okay, so here's our camera. It's pretty standard, same as should be the iPhone 11, iPhone 10, except in this case, like the iPhone 11 Pro Max, we have our triple camera set up, so you can do wide, you can do regular, you can do zoom, and you can also do the quick take video. And if you pull up here, it goes into video mode, and I guess it's filming the whole frame when it does that. I don't know, because you notice the aspect ratio is different here. And you have your sort of fine detail expert mode options here. If you pull this menu up, you can change the aspect ratio. You can do live photo, flash, etc. So yeah, that's basically it for the camera. Let's see what we took. It actually records sound now for the live picture. I didn't do that before. Okay, and that's basically it for the iPhone 12 Pacific Blue. So one last thing, we forgot to show the SIM tray with the dual SIM, so let's just pop that out really fast. And if you haven't seen these before, it's basically just one SIM goes on the bottom, one SIM goes on the top. And one of them locks in. There's a lock here, a little kind of spring-loaded thing, and that way when you are putting it in, it doesn't drop off and hit the floor. So yeah, that's the SIM card dual SIM. I don't know if they're going to sell dual SIM in any other countries, but they always sell it here in Hong Kong as well as China, and I believe Singapore. So anyway, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe, and definitely check out our other videos here on Howtechs. We'll have a whole bunch more for the iPhone 12 Pro, and when the Pro Max comes out, check back for that as well. Okay, see you. Bye. Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we have an iPhone 12 Pro, hot off the presses. I just picked it up at the Apple Store. It is the morning of the release, the 23rd of October.